The first time Rom Roorda flew over the Elwha River 8 years ago, it was for work. He was taking land survey photos for the Bureau of Reclamation, photos that would be used to help guide the historic removal of 2 hydroelectric dams. Now he flies over the Elwha for a very different reason.
It's my escape. I can leave the office and leave all the pressure of surveying and working and get in the airplane and fly for 20 minutes and just be totally relaxed.
In the last 2.5 years, while the dams have been slowly dismantled, Roorda has had one of the most unique perspectives. He's witnessed profound changes. A giant plume of sand and mud now extends from the mouth of the river.
Until I started taking these pictures, no one had any idea how much sediment was coming down, how far it extended out into the Strait.
So far, about 3 million cubic yards of sediment, enough to fill more than 300,000 dump trucks, has been released from behind the dams. And that's only 16% of what's expected to be delivered downstream in the next 5 years. All that sediment has already reshaped the mouth of the Elwha, moving it north by about 300 feet and changing its depth by about 50 feet. Just 2 years ago, this area was covered with smooth stone cobbles. It's since been transformed into long stretches of sandy shoreline.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Ann Shaffer studies the so-called nearshore area, where the Elwha's fresh water meets the saltwater tides. She's been eager for sediment to replenish this area.
All of the sediment that would otherwise have been delivered from the river was held behind the dams. And so we went into this era of significant sediment starvation. Right here.
Today she leads a team of researchers who are trying to find out what creatures are moving into this new habitat.
This place is like Christmas. You know, every day you come out here, it's something new.
These bags may hold evidence of new life. Back at the lab, the team will sift through the sand, searching for signs that tiny fish are using this area as spawning grounds.
Quite lovely.
Shaffer is hoping that species like sand lance and surf smelt will start to call this place home. These nearshore fish are a top food source for young salmon, and they're very particular about where they lay their eggs.
They have a very fine-grained sediment that they require to lay their eggs on. And if you look around, you see that we're now completely surrounded by exactly the grain size that sand lance need to spawn.
All this sediment is ideal for building nearshore habitat, but some wonder whether the water is too murky for returning salmon. Sediment can clog and irritate their gills and make it difficult to find food. But Shaffer isn't concerned.
Salmon are brilliant. They have evolved over a millennia. So salmon can deal with it. If they're given a chance to acclimate to it, they will.
Today, one dam is completely gone. And when the last of the rubble from the second dam is removed later this year, Rom Roorda will be there to photograph it.
It's fun to watch it. There's still an awful lot of sediment up there. I think it's going to do this for the next 5 or 10 years.